Today I'll be taking a look at some OTFs that won't break the bank from M3 blades. Let's check them out. So I want to thank M3 Blades for sending these over to me to check out. And I really wanted to do this video because I don't own anything from M3 Blades, but I heard a lot of good things, mainly the quality that you get for the price. Now M3 uses 440C stainless for each one of these blades. I like 440C. It's a nice mid-grade steel, pretty good corrosion and edge retention for the price. And M3 Blades backs all of their knives with a lifetime warranty. Lifetime warranty for these prices, outstanding. But if the knives are crap, all of that means nothing. So let's take a look at what I have here. This right here is the M3 Liberty OTF. The next one down the row, this is the M3 SABRE OTF. This is the M3 Lightning OTF. And then this guy right here is the M3 SIDEKICK. And I have one more off to the side over here. I'm not going to show you guys that. I'll show you that at the end of this video, just because it might be my favorite of the bunch and just extremely cool. So watch till the end of this video and I'll show you what that is. So let me put these off to the side over here. And let's start with the M3 Liberty OTF. I just want to say how cool these handles are. Check that out. You can see that very antique look, that very worn look to these handles. Statue of Liberty down here, and you have an eagle holding these stars and stripes up top. I was just so impressed when I saw these handles, and the feel of it is very surprising, especially for the price of only $39.99. This is only 40 bucks. And on the website, it doesn't mention what these handles are made of, but this isn't plastic. This feels like a very heavy duty aluminum. I don't exactly know. It just feels very nice. And the action here, absolutely fantastic. That is a 3.5-inch stone-washed double-edged spear point blade. And the Liberty OTF has the mechanism right here on the top of the knife. You're going to see that's not really the case with a lot of these OTFs here, but this mechanism is right there. And that's typically what you see with a lot of OTFs in this position right here. And I just want to mention, there is a lot of tension on this deployment mechanism here. But with all of these knives, my thumb doesn't slip at all because of this pretty aggressive texturing right here. And the spring inside that deploys the blade is very, very strong. That is a snappy blade. I mean, you can probably already tell that. It just has a lot of force, especially for a sub $40 OTF. Right here at the end, there is a glass breaker with a slotted end for a lanyard and a pretty decent pocket clip. You can see that is a deep carry pocket clip. There's not a heck of a lot of tension on there, but not bad. I definitely don't like a lot of tension on my pocket clips, but I also don't like it to feel flimsy. This is somewhere right in between. And all of the OTFs from M3 Blades here comes with basically the same holster. It's a nylon holster, has a Velcro loop for your belt on the back. And on the front, there's a plastic clasp that holds the flap shut. It's pretty decent. You know, I'm not really the biggest fan of nylon holsters of this style, but I wouldn't use this anyways. I will just use the pocket clip. But let's move on to the next OTF right here. This is the M3 SABRE. Now, once again, I'm not 100% sure what these handles are made of, but it feels like an aluminum and it has a nice black sheen to it. And it has some very nice weight to it. But this one, you can see the deployment mechanism is right there dead center on the flat side. But it has that same nice step texturing right there that feels very good when you're deploying this blade. And check out that blade, that combination black and satin tanto. That's a 3.2-inch tanto blade, 440C stainless. And just like the Liberty OTF, the action is fantastic. There is some force behind these blades. Basically has the same pocket clip as the Liberty and the same glass breaker right here with the slotted end. But what I really like about the SABRE here are these holes right here on the side of the handles where you can see that spring in there. So let's see if I can give you a nice shot of that working. There you go. So I really like this. You can kind of see the internals of the knife and how it works. And this is basically the same price as the Liberty, $39.99 with that lifetime warranty. So that's the M3 SABRE OTF. Now let's move on. Oh, once again, it comes with the same nylon holster, as I mentioned before. But let's move on to the Lightning OTF. The Lightning OTF, just a little bit smaller than the SABRE, as you can see right there, if I hold it up side by side, not counting the glass breaker on the bottom, and considerably lighter as well. The pocket clip is a lot longer and is pushed off to the side. And the mechanism is very similar to the Liberty, where it's on the side over here. But once I deploy the blade, that is a 3-inch double-edged spear point blade, and it has that black and satin look as we saw right here on the SABRE, as opposed to more of a gray stonewashed on the Liberty. The Lightning is $39.99, the same as the first two knives I showed you, but in my honest opinion, the action doesn't feel as punchy as the Liberty or the SABRE. It's still decent, don't get me wrong, but it just doesn't have that insane punch as this guy right here. You can probably already tell. Now on both sides of the handle, you can see sort of that stamped pebble texturing right there. Now that texturing gives it a little bit of grip when you're holding it, but I'm not really sure I'm the biggest fan of this look. I don't know, what do you guys think? Am I crazy here, or do you guys like this? But let's move on. Yes, the Lightning does come with that same nylon holster, and this guy right here, this is the M3 Sidekick. The M3 Sidekick OTF, the most expensive knife on this table at $49.99. And take a look at that deployment mechanism right there on the flat side of the knife. It's pushed off to one side, and when you're holding it in this orientation, it feels pretty good. Honestly, for my taste, if it's gonna be on the flat portion of the knife, I sort of like this center deployment mechanism, or right there on the side, such as the Lightning and the Liberty. And that's not a deal breaker at all, that's just my preference. But check out the blade here. That's a 3.25-inch Tonto blade, the same black and satin look as we saw on a few of the other knives. And I love this milled out section right here where you can see through the blade. I think that's very cool. And regarding the action here, it does have a little bit more punch than the Lightning, but not nearly the same as the Liberty or the SABRE. The pocket clip right here should look familiar, and it has that same tension as the Liberty and the SABRE. And then it has this same glass breaker with slotted in right there. But at $49.99 for the Sidekick here, I think I would save $10 and still go with the SABRE. $39.99, $49.99. I just like the action of this a lot better. But I think every single one of these knives for the price is a fantastic deal. And couple that with a lifetime warranty, I think M3 Blades has a lot to offer here. But hopefully you guys stuck around here, because I have one more knife that I wanted to show you. And that is the M3 Mini Punisher Keychain OTF. So I'll give you a close-up of this bad boy right here. The Punisher logo right there on the bottom. And you can see that deployment mechanism dead center of the flat portion of the handles. There's nothing really on the back side, but check this out. What? That is a 1.8-inch 440C drop point blade, and just look how fast that deploys. Part of the reason why I said that this might be my favorite of the bunch here, just because of how small, 1.8 inches, I believe that makes this California legal. But to have something like this on a keychain, I think is very, very cool. I don't have anything like this in my collection. And this is only $24.99, sub 25 bucks for the M3 Mini Punisher. Unfortunately, right now I'm looking at their website, it says it's sold out. So hopefully they get a lot more of these in, because I can see a lot of you guys buying this up very quickly. So M3 Blades offering a bunch of OTFs that won't break the bank. You have the M3 Mini Punisher right here, the M3 Liberty OTF, the M3 Lightning OTF, the M3 SABRE OTF, and the Sidekick OTF. You guys know which one is my favorite. Let me know in the comments below which one is yours. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. What do you think of these OTFs that won't break the bank from M3 Blades? If you want to check these out for yourself, I will have links down below in my description box. But if you did enjoy this video, please give me that thumbs up. Please subscribe. And go!